Welcome back. This is Slyly playing Lobotomy Corporation. Last time Gregory sucked. This time we're picking a new creature. We're not going to worry about Gregory. You see a song in front of you. It's approaching, becoming more colorful by the second. This is one I avoided because you can't punch music. It's a good day. Are you still shy today? Everything will be peace. Yeah, no, I'm not messing with the Fae. This is another one we had. No. This one's creepy. But I'll go. As you are aware, there are numerous employees working for our company. Yeah. Thank you, Angela. A majority of them would like to know more about you, personally. Some will take the initiative and attempt to approach you first. It's rather funny knowing who you are. Knowing who you are will not do anything to improve their odds. There are no regulations to prevent them from coming all the way to your office to interact with you face to face, unfortunately. It seems the one who set those rules in place did not consider situations like this. And I suppose this may be a good opportunity for you to show them that you are generous and caring enough to have chit-chats with your subordinates. Words tend to travel faster than you think. I will not stop you from meeting with someone if there are employees who wish to visit you. But please keep in mind that you do not have to do everything they ask of you. Simply thank them for their effort. Tell them you hope they will keep up the good work. That will benefit both parties, don't you think? And if they ask about Gregory, ignore them. Are you still following me? What we need is a gesture of goodwill and nothing more. Do not go overboard and listen to whatever nonsense they have to say. Like a funeral, we're not doing that. Give them a vending machine and next they'll come knocking, demanding a bar. Angela, they can have a vending machine. I expect you to make the right decision. Information team. Hello, Yasad. I am in charge of the information team in this department. I'll give you a proper greeting later. Are you planning to open up the information department before starting the day? Alright, we need a new Gregory. Actually, did I get Gregory's clothes off his body? Oh wait. What's going on here? I can't assign anyone to that, it seems. So if I remove Cedric, a lot of slots just opened up. Well, I only really need 4 people up here. I don't feel like I need a 5th. I kind of want 2 people in the information department, though. So I'll hire... Fortitude Informational. Yui, welcome to the team. And I'll hire Prudence. Corbinian. It's probably a good idea to not have hair at this job, actually. I'm just going to keep my point. Alright, this is post-production Slyly back. You know the drill. The audio is still screwed up. I did all this in one setting. So we have another episode of this, and then we'll be back to normal, thank goodness. So down there at the bottom left, we see our new anomaly. That's what it is. Yes, I remember words. It's the. It reminds me so much of the Doctor Who villain from. I forget what season it was, but it was like skin stretched on a rack. I think her name was Cassandra. I could be wrong though. Um, this guy has a gimmick that I don't pick up on immediately because it works a lot differently than any of the other ones so far, which is fun. I like that it mixes things up. So, like we saw there that Yui got kind of hurt, but it otherwise wasn't that bad. We didn't get a great result. Don't get me wrong. We got 5 PE boxes. Let's just check out what we get. Oh, a bunch of commons there. Okay, well, we could do better than that, but we could do worse, right? So there we go. I sent Yui back in to look over things. I'm kind of distracted by other stuff, and she goes insane damn near immediately. I don't know what went wrong at this point in time. I'm very confused. I got to figure out how to handle an insane employee now. Uh, they don't look great. They look like they're having a rough time when they've gone mental. Which, I mean, I guess is about as good a summation as it gets, huh? You're having a rough time when you've gone mental. Sometimes you just gotta ignore the words that come out of my mouth. I'm trying to get Corbinian? Yeah, I'm trying to get Corbinian to safety here. Yui's going after all the NPCs who I don't care about. And I'm like, this is a perfect time to send Corbinian off to do work too. If they're in, a room with an anomaly, they're safe from insane employees. And meanwhile, Kana, protagonist here, she's taken on Yui in one-on-one combat to restore sanity, and boom, there we go. That wasn't much of a problem at all in the long run. Corbinian's up there doing his stuff, taking care of business. Uh, it's also not going well, and Corbinian's dead. Well, what happened? Well, okay, at this point, I've kind of put a lot of the pieces of the puzzle together. I see that there's 5 different faces in that room. So, maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe it's a visual cue. We haven't had any visual cues with any anomalies so far, but I've noticed that there is possibly a visual cue there. With 5 faces, I noticed that he died when it was on the far right face. It looks like it goes from smiley face to frowny face. So I'm thinking the further left you are, the better off you are. And then we're hit by this. A perfect timing. Amazing. It's not like I was trying to pay attention to anything else at the moment. Kana, protagonist here. She's just immediately taken on the what the clip. No, that's not a cliff off. I still don't know. No, I know what a cliff off is. It's just that's what comes to mind immediately. So she's taking on these giant purple slugs. One of them. The other one is off dealing with Epsilon 4, was that? I think that was Epsilon 4. You go Epsilon 4. I'm sure you can take him. This is also my first time really, assigning people to specific targets. I haven't really had much practice doing that in, a run that wasn't completely borked. I'm kind of worried about Kana down there fighting it one-on-one, but it didn't feel like the right decision to have Kana run away when I had another employee just about to come out of the skin face room. They normally weren't doing so well. So. And here I see that, the guy was further to the left, so surely Yui came out of there all right. So further to the left means good. That is, in fact, the conclusion I would come to from that. We got Hunter there with the big cannon. I keep hitting the escape button because I'm just not. Actually, I don't know why I kept hitting the escape button. I was trying to find some function like pausing. You pause, but because there's like a pause shortcut, but you can also just click on the pause button, which is what I would always resort to. So I don't know why I kept fumbling with the escape button. I genuinely don't. It happens like 10 times. There it is again. Why? Stop hitting the escape button. It's not helping. It does technically pause the game. No, stop it. Oh my god. And yeah, that slug is just taking care of Epsilon 4. Epsilon 4 will be missed. But let's get the rest of our guys there to take care of the other slug here. Much, much less intimidating than the giant clockwork constructs that I had to deal with in the timeline that never happened. You know what? That's good. And boom, plus 10% energy quota. That nearly takes us up to 80% right there. And Scorch Girl broke out. Oh my god. Like, this day, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either. We did lose an employee. But you know what? Oh, wait. No, I'm just now noticing that. Top left, was that Hunter carrying an arm? Or that just had an arm above his head? I didn't notice that. This is my like third or fourth time going through the footage, and I don't care about Fire Girl anymore. What was that arm that he was carrying? Or that was just above his head? He was Yeah, it's there. Uh, what is that? No, focus on that. So I did see that thing here shortly. It'll end up above the door and just stay there. Right here. Yeah. But I didn't notice it was above Hunter the entire time before that. What is that? Is that a glitch? It might be a glitch, but it doesn't. It just fits so well. And okay, so I sent Kana to go get healed because she was hurt, and I know the can hurt or can heal, and she screws up. Kana, the protagonist, just died from a poisoned soda can, essentially. And I said before, if stuff happens, I'm not going to reset every day just because someone died. I'm just not. That's not how I plan on playing. It's definitely the more efficient way to play. Don't get me wrong. That's how you should play for an easy time, is reset if you lose someone to an easily fixable mistake. But Kana died from a roll of the dice that I was aware of. I just didn't expect it to happen. It's not like that was an unforeseeable consequence. But the fact that it happened to Kana, yeah, I'm not going to let that one down. I'm never going back to that soda machine again. That was, unfortunately, just bad RNG, really. So, God, that was only one day. Alright, this episode continues. Oh boy. Everything will be peaceful. No. Unsurprisingly, not a single employee volunteered to retrieve the corpse of their cocoon colony. The more blood it has, the more beautiful it is. We can punch a spider. The energy output of our facility is ever increasing. So, the secret to this facility, right? It doesn't feed off of the energy of the creatures. They just put a bunch of bodies into a furnace. proven that you are much more capable than you originally perceived yourself to be. You're saying that after what happened today. Jeez. The high echelon is waiting. The founder, is among them. What do you know about He's a visionary. Farm seeds on virgin soil. No one had approached before. In time, he may express interest in meeting you in person. If that happens, you'll be able to make your dreams come true. He is, in fact, Shenron. Myself, well, of course, I highly admire him. But to be fair, he is the one who created me. He is also an enigmatic person. I imagine there are few who can truly understand him. In fact, to truly understand anyone is difficult. Will the day come that I understand you completely? Probably not. ... Manager, you are the head of this corporation. You are supposed to set an example for others, but that outfit would warrant at least 10 penalty points in our department. Dude's criticizing my fashion. Jesus. The manager should be no exception. However, the rules state that a Sephiroth has no authority to impose penalty points on the manager, so I must let you off for now. I am Yasad, the Sephiroth of the information team. Fashion critic renowned worldwide. The information team is now in charge of processing and archiving all the data of our company. New information is generated every day, and we need to ensure that the information is accurate, so we must concentrate and focus on our job at all times. God, you're talkative. Maybe compared to a massive bibliotheca? That's a new word. A single bit of misinformation could lead to an uncontrollable disaster. I am sure you can understand the gravity of my work. Every sliver of the information that you read contains the despair and desperation of your employees. Please do not think lightly of that information. It seems you are curious about my outfit. First class silks, I imagine. I have an aversion to exposing any part of my body. Your face is exposed. I don't exactly remember when I started feeling this way, but it's likely that I've been this way even before I joined the company. You're an AI. Zod, do you have any spare paper? Our department could use some. We need to roll a couple joints. That's that. The rules state that we're not supposed to trade resources between teams. Should be the very first page of the Sephiroth manual. Dude, it's paper. Viper. Not fashion critic? Well, I'm heading out. Not in the mood to get bitten today. What are you trying to say with that expression of yours? Is this entertaining to you? Does the nickname make you laugh? My apologies. I overreacted a bit. The other Sephiroth simply use my nickname as a joke, but others use it in a more serious manner. I know there are many employees who genuinely despise me. Nicknames may be a childish thing, but there's no better way to describe a person in such few words. I personally like my nickname. What's your opinion, manager? Dude, Viper is cool. Seems we're in agreement then. I should get going now. I need to finish today's work. Oh, and I must send you the next assignment. Instinct work directly resolves an I don't know what that means. I still can't believe he was killed by the fucking vending machine. Or she. gotta just hire a couple of randos. Welcome Rhino and Delaney. I don't know what an instinct work is. Actually, I'm gonna send Rhino down here. Man. Sucks I lost 2 people yesterday. Okay, that's a little better. Alright. Post-production Slyly is back. We have yet another dangerous anomaly over there, along with a few more warm bodies to throw at the skin room. I still don't totally understand the skin room, skin face guy, Skinman, Cassandra, but you know, I've been making progress, so I'm just going to keep sending people over there. Meanwhile, we have this just dark room over to the right. Well, we'll send someone there, and hopefully something good will come of it. So there we have, is that Yui? I think that's Yui on the complete middle of all of the skin faces. And we have Delaney investigating the spiders. And at this point, I already know where this is going. And there we go. Delaney didn't get a single PE box. So that was disappointing. But we made more progress on the wall of flesh over there. I'm still just kind of floored that she didn't even get a single PE box there. And you know what? I only see commons in the bottom left attachment work list, so let's just look at everything else, and it's commons all the way through. Okay, well, that was a lot of PE boxes I wasted, but let's go ahead and send someone back in. Yeah, Ryan did, sure. Or was that Rhino? It's probably Rhino. And we also send someone else into the spider room because someone needs to get some information out of that. Sure, we got someone dead, but that kind of thing happens, you know. Just standing right next to the corpse of your friend while you investigate. Once again, we have someone over there right in the dead center of those 5 faces. At this point, I'm convinced that is the far left that is the best. And I'm not sure what happened there. She's dead. It might not look like it, but she's dead. I think that's a glitch where she just didn't fall over and instead went to an idle animation. Yui succeeded in getting PE boxes, and the spider eyeball sack there decided that her mouth looked like a really nice place for all of her kin to live. And thus, all 3 of my employees are either terminated or facing immediate termination from the workplace. Their lives just got thrown away, really. Yeah. I'm kind of trying to figure out what to do here. I see that I have some PE boxes, so let's look at manager guidelines. Yep, here we go. Yep. There are 5 faces, yep. So, I don't reveal the rest of the manager guidelines quite yet, but the middle face is the safest one. I think it's left damages sanity and right damages health, while middle doesn't do anything. which means she died in the best possible circumstances for her. So, round of applause. We have another employee terminated due to incompetency. Meanwhile, poor Yui, she did her job right and she got just taken to the ceiling. And unfortunately, you guys aren't hearing it, but there's just a nasty crunch sound as she goes up into the darkness up there, and it's not great. Now she's a cocoon. Just like we were warned of when we chose that anomaly. We got 12 PE boxes. Okay, instinct high all across the board. Awesome. Prudence level 1, they die. Don't send people with prudence level 1 in. That was probably the mistake the first time around. And if you send someone in to do insight work, they are killed. So they have to be experienced and not be doing insight work. Okay, yeah, sure. Obviously you'd know that for your first 2 employees. This game can be brutal. It can. It is not afraid to immediately kill an employee upon them entering the room, but you need an employee to last an amount of time and get a result before you can learn what your problem was. So if they die immediately and don't get any points, or if they just fuck up and don't get any points and then die, then you get nothing out of the deal. And I am well aware that there are more slugs here. I don't care. These guys are not a threat. They're not nearly as much of a threat as the guy who is standing behind 5 skinned up faces. Let alone the spider cluster, whatever the fuck that is. Yep. Who's our protagonist now? It's either Hunter or Cedric. We lost Kana, so one of you guys has to step up to the role. Hunter is the big gun, but you know the protagonist normally doesn't have the biggest gun, right? So I'm thinking Cedric. Hunter is the experienced war veteran at this point. That's who he is. And Cedric is the calm, stoic protagonist, a far contrast from who Kana was. And yeah, I was sending people down there to take care of that slug, but the slug died on its own. You see, I kind of investigate the corpse a little bit only to find nothing. I'm not. Maybe if all of the employees in a section die, the damage occurs down there? That doesn't sound right. I haven't had that happen since. Not that I've actually played much further than this, honestly. Life has kind of caught up to me, and I've been making slow but steady progress in my other series, and kind of I need to get back to this one. This is a fun game. And oh god, all those corpses. But they're not named characters, so they're fine. And the end of the day arrives. This day sucked, but we mostly just lost people we didn't care about, so it's fine. A reward of 2 is not great. We're kind of lacking in lob points, but yeah, what can you expect? You gotta take them as they come. This will probably make my job a lot tougher in the future, which will probably in return cause me to not get as many lob points, but you know, that's just how the cookie crumbles. Yeah, you can't restart over every mistake and then, you know, proclaim you're good at the game first time through. I kind of want a naturalist experience with the game for a Let's Play, you know? That being said, I hope you guys had fun with this episode, and I'm going to see you guys next time.